While the concept of leisure and recreation has not until recently been broadly discussed in policy, academia, and philosophy, it has always been of central importance to the everyday lives of people across geographic and temporal lines. For how many is it a desire to be at leisure in their work, family, and personal lives? Therapeutic recreation is a relatively new profession, but the concept of recreation, or freely chosen enjoyable activity, is something that we as humans have been seeking throughout history. According to the American Therapeutic Recreation Association, therapeutic recreation is a systematic process that utilizes recreation and other activity-based interventions to address the needs of individuals with illnesses and/or disabling conditions, as a means to psychological and physical health, recovery, and well-being. Upon close parsing of the terms and implications in this definition, it fits neatly into the medical model of practice. There's been a growing interest in exploring a more community-based or social model of TR, which challenges this medical approach. As a result of these two ends of the TR spectrum, conflict between governing organizations and practitioners have ensued. Now here are some words and thoughts from TR practitioners in the field.
The medical model is not a focus of mine. I use the social community approach. It is difficult to work in a clinical setting. There are many demands on your time which can reduce the amount of direct client time. Sometimes it feels that we are at odds with the medical model. We can't and won't force a client to take a part of a therapy if it is not part of their goal. We strive to provide the best care for each client on our caseload. We make ourselves fit, adapt to situations. We speak up in rounds, meet with clients to obtain their goals and help them achieve them. We are willing to take calculated risks to break down stigma, client ambivalence, and client fears or hesitancy. We reflect our philosophy in the workplace, which is our responsibility.
I believe that TR should be leisure experiences critically co-created with participants in clinical, residential, and community settings using treatment, education, recreation services, activism, creative strategies, and research with the intention of alleviating individual and group marginalization based on ability, wellness, race, class, sexuality, gender, religion, nationality, or social position in order to enhance the physical, mental, and social health of individuals and communities. My philosophy of therapeutic recreation is that it is a profession which recognizes leisure and recreation as integral components to an individual's overall quality of life. I believe using TR as an effective vehicle for change by making change engaging and empowering. This helps people feel more in control and enjoy therapy. My personal feelings about therapeutic recreation, or why I decided to work in this field, is that I know how important it is for people to feel healthy, feel included, and enjoy life again. People often get lost in the goal and forget to engage in the journey that I feel therapeutic is really about. I believe TR is about embracing the journey and helping to empower people to reach their goals.
The medical model has been applied in a variety of healthcare settings, some of which include mental health and health education. It is very physician-centered, objective, and has a biomedical focus. It's based on illnesses and treatment interventions and just applies body and mind dualism. The medical model follows closely to World Health Organization's definition of health, which is the absence of disease and infirmity, and holds that it's not only limited to physical health but also includes mental health. Benefits of the medical model include that it allows for treatment of specific biological symptoms and is also associated with research into causes of various illnesses and preventative health. The underlying assumptions of the medical model are that health is in the absence of disease, that the patient is the victim of the circumstances. Within the context of TR, many see this use of language hindering their understanding of the primary goals of TR. The ethical implications of the medical model include that they exclude certain groups of individuals in their definition of health and well-being, including individuals with mental illnesses. The medical model views individuals with disability as a problem.
The model is based on a framework for community-focused services. Goals of this model include supporting and contributing to the aspirations of clients and their families while assisting them where they wish to achieve inclusion in life and society. also maximizing the client and family advocacy by increasing their ability to make informed decisions on leisure and recreation choices, and ultimately autonomy, community participation, and social inclusion. This model has many strengths, but it also has a few weaknesses. It can overlook the biological aspects of a person, what the causes are for these diseases and illnesses. While most TR practitioners hold the idea that humans are greater than their tangible physical bodies, many clients may have very specific medical goals that they wish to focus on. Further, the deep and meaningful application of leisure requires a commitment from both participants to go below the surface. In general, the medical model is taking a dominant role over the social model, which can lead to ethical implications where the practitioners who are treating the individual are mainly focused on treating the illnesses and disease, rather than looking at the more diverse sources of barriers.
The American Therapeutic Recreation Association states their vision as, "We envision a world where all people have access to recreation therapy." This statement embodies a social model of practice. Their mission statement, however, has an underlying medical focus. Terms such as intervention, assess, illness, means, and recovery are found within ATRA's mission statement. Furthermore, their definition of TR, or RT in this instance, continues with this medical terminology, including terms such as treatment, service, rehabilitate, eliminate, limitations, restrictions, and disabling condition. ATRA's purpose statement is somewhat exclusionary and seems to depreciate other organizations and approaches. However, their statement on ethics does acknowledge a more holistic approach to practice. The Canadian Therapeutic Recreation Association, or CTRA, also maintains a relatively medical standing practice. Their mission is to advocate for the profession and professionalization. The highlighted statements are key ways in which the CTRA has focused on a medicalized practice and has rallied around a focus on advancing the profession and advocating for the professionalization of TR.
The ecological model is an extension of the leisure and well-being model. It considers not only the participant, but also the environment in which they reside. The model emphasizes the importance of taking the environment into consideration. This means that recreation therapists actually go out and find tangible community resources for the client. The recreation therapist will then reduce their involvement as the client becomes more independent. According to the World Health Organization, the focus of service for persons with disabilities should be much more than basic functioning. All people, regardless of ability or disability, desire a life of meaning in which they can experience pleasure and participate equally in relationships with others. While this model is more social, it has some roots in the medical model as well, like psychology and human development. With these two extensions of the social model, they provide new insights and opinions on effective practice in TR.
So creating a new holistic model of practice for therapeutic recreation would actually not be a suitable resolution for this problem, as it conflicts with the ideals that this notion that there are no individuals in situation and environment that would perfectly fit into any model. So I would like to introduce you to kind of just this continuum that many of us have probably seen before, where the community model is on one end and the medical model is on the other end, and the recreation therapist and the client would kind of just slide along the continuum to suit whatever the client's needs are. But rather, having this model is still creates this dichotomy where we are still trying to get the client to fit into a specific model along this continuum. So I'd actually like to introduce you to a new way of thinking, an integrated circle of values, ethics, and philosophies of therapeutic recreation profession in our field, where everything that we value as recreation therapists fit into this kind of circle, where the medical model is maybe on one end and the community model is on the other, and the ecological or leisure ability model is anywhere else. And as the recreation therapists, we move all around this circle with our clients to fit the situation and the environment that they may be in.
Regardless of models of practice, work setting, or cultural influences, the primary concern of an effective therapeutic recreation specialist is the client's benefit. This might mean adopting a certain approach to fit their goals, or working collaboratively with other practitioners to provide a coherent and comprehensive care. The allowance of a closed-minded preference of a specific routine or practice could deprive the client of what is best for them. The fluid combination of models and an appreciation for a variety of experiences allows for an inclusivity of all unique persons in all walks of life.